Hello, seniors. Today we're going to be focusing on a really important but overlooked problem that most seniors have. It's how to create, rename, and organize files and folders, of course. So, to start off this, you should open this app called Files Explorer. So, it's probably the first icon in your Windows taskbar, which is basically this bar on the bottom of your screen. I don't think you can see it in this recording over here, but because it's blacked out. But you but in your own computer you can see it, and it's the first icon, which looks like a normal folder, a yellow folder. So once you click on that, this whole application gets opened up, and you can see whatever I'm seeing. Of course, your files will be different, but you can get the general idea, of course. So now, to create a folder, you first right click anywhere in this blank space over here. This blank space is to the right of all your already existing files. So once you right click over here, you get this whole menu opened up. Once this whole menu is opened up, you can see all of these options, but to create a new folder, the option you want is new. You don't click it, you just hover over it. But in some computers, some laptops and computers, you may need to click it, but in most of them, you just hover over it. So now, then you click the first option, which is create a new folder. So you click this, and then you get this opened up. Now, as you can see, you can type in whatever you want the name to be. So I'm going to name it My Info. You can, of course, change this name any time you want, but for now, I'm keeping it as My Info. To rename your folder, what you should do is you go back to this empty space to the right of all your files, and if you see you match this same horizontal line to the right, press and drag. You see this blue freeform rectangle there, and then you drag this rectangle over your My Info line bar. Then once you drag it over, you can see it gets highlighted. Once it gets highlighted, you know that you don't have to drag anymore. And then once you do that, you right click it, and then you see the word rename. And then you can rename it whatever you want again, which I would keep it as My Info. Another way to do this is just double right click it, which you get the same option. It's not double left click, which would open the folder. It's double right click, which would open this menu. I just right clicked once. Yes. So this opens this menu, and then you can click rename again, and it works. So now, how to move files into your folder and organize them. So to first open and go inside your folder, you double left click it anywhere in the folder bar. So now once you get this screen, which basically says the folder is empty because you didn't move any files into it yet. So now we need to move files into it. So let's go back in your downloads, which you can do by clicking on downloads over here or in this downloads. So then you see all of this here, insurance and driver's license. So I want to now move all of these, my insurance and driver's license and files into this folder. So now let's just do it again. You go to right of it, and now you drag and highlight it. You then click Control X, which copies it, or you can just click Control Z, which is the same thing. Control X also cuts it, but that does it generally with Word, so you can just use whatever you want. And now you click on My Info, you double click on it, which opens it. Then you click Control V, which would open insurance in the folder for you. So now you go back to downloads, and now you have the second one, which is driver's license. Since it did Control X, it went away now. There was a bit of lag in it, I guess, because it didn't go away before, but now it went away, as you can see. Now you see driver's license over here, and then you can either, of course, just drag over here, highlight it, and then do Control X or C to copy it and paste it back. Or if that's a very long way to do it for you, you can just right click it, or sorry, you just double right click it, and then you click copy over here. And then you go into my info again, double click that, and then right click any of the blank space over here and paste it, which you can alternatively just use Control V, which just opened up this thing since, wait, let me just read this. Yes, which just gave him an error message this time, but not usually, since I already have driver's license in this. So now if you want to delete the already existing driver's license, because you already have it in your folder, you can just double right click it, or, sorry, I always mess up the double right clicking. Or, sorry, that's actually my bad this time. I think the only way you do it this time is by highlighting it over here, and then clicking backspace, which of course always works since it's backspace, which I messed up, of course, again. I keep messing it up, sorry. So let's do it the final way. You just hover over it, you right click it, and then finally you get delete this menu over here. That's what it's going for all this time. You click delete and it gets deleted. And now you have this wonderful My Info folder which has all of these in, and you can of course rename all of these by double right clicking it, clicking rename, and renaming it whatever you want, which in this case would be insurance again. So now you have created a new folder, put files in it, and organized all of them. But there's still a little bit more we can cover through this. So inside your folder's blank space, you can right click anywhere, of course, to attach more files, and you can also attach a folder inside a folder, which is pretty cool if you want more organized stuff, like kind of real binder where you can, inside a binder you can have folders, inside folders you can have another file. It's like that. And then you can just attach a load of other stuff inside your folder, which would help organize all of your stuff. You can also delete a folder the same way as you delete files by just hovering over it, or by clicking on double right clicking on it and then clicking delete, but I wouldn't want to do it in this case. So also we can move other stuff in other websites, sorry, other images into this folder by going into Chrome and then seeing what image you want, right clicking that, click on save as image, and then double clicking on this folder, which would make it open in this folder. I'll say that again because I think I said it a bit too fast. I can't switch browsers when I'm recording, so I'll just say it that if you want to save an image into the specific folder, you right click the image, and then you get a load of stuff opened up. And then in one of those stuff would say save image as. You click on that, and then you'll open up the same files explorer in a more tinier way, and then you double click the same folder that you want it to be, and then you can just click save, which would make it go inside this respective folder. So now there you have it. You have made a folder, created files into the folder, and done so much more. So thank you for joining me, and bye bye.